welcome everybody to this new session with Sagi and Guy from TROPHiT.
Hello. Hey.
Good, so maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit, like very short, what you guys do, like where you come from, what brought you here.
Yeah,
sure.
Let's say start, please.
So I'm Sagi, I'm one of the co-founders of TROPHiT, father of three, from Rishon. I'm in charge of the tech side, I'm doing 20 plus years in R&D. That's me.
Nice. So I'm Guy Hollander, also a proud father of three. We didn't...
You didn't coordinate that.
Exactly, it was just happening. I'm also the co-founder of TROPHiT, and I'm actually running it with Sagi from the beginning. We're trying to disrupt something that is very oversaturated in our place, which is the edtech space.
Yeah.
We're trying to build some products and bring innovation and value into it. It took us a while to be where we are right now. It took us actually a long ride. We started everything back in 2010, where we just, everybody has his daily job, and we thought it's about time to do something together. I was told sometimes in the past that if you don't do things by your own until 40, you're never going to do it. So we were back then, I think, 33. So we did, and we opened a project company, like a bootstrap, and started great mobile projects for companies in Israel. It was profitable, a very great experience, but after 2 years, Sagi told me, this is a time when we need to build something for our own. I didn't leave the big US corporate just to create other stuff for other people.
Yeah.
And then I think when we started the startup Joyride together, we had a different product back then. We raised some seed money. We have a very interesting experience, and we did some pivoting like every successful startup that needs to do pivoting.
Sure.
And in 2014, Sagi came with a brilliant idea of how we can really provide value to the mobile advertising ecosystem.
So tell me a little bit about that.
I will give the godfather to Sagi. He's the one who built that.
So tell us a little bit what TROPHiT does and the value it brings to the advertisers.
Yeah, so actually I'm going to start from where we are today. So TROPHiT is actually the world's first virtual value-driven marketing platform, and it's kind of a long sentence, kind of a long label. It's not a term we coined, but we did take this kind of industry field and adopt it to mobile gaming. And what it means is that you should no longer look at the app as the marketable unit. In terms of gaming, it means that what do you promote today in ads? You promote the game itself. So you should stop looking at the app as the promotable unit, and you should start looking at the game's virtual items.
Which was different. In 2008 it was different. Before then, like giving an app for free was something special.
Yeah,
people felt really special in 2008 when you tell them, hey guys, you can download this ad for free instead.
Yeah, and nothing changed over the last 5 years.
Exactly, because in 2008 the app was usually paid. A game was paid to download, if you drop the price to free, it was a big deal. You could say, this game is free now. It was big news, but after that, after freemium came along, free to play, download for free. Yeah, I know it's free. Everybody knows it's free. So where's the value? The value disappeared, and we decided to actually look at where the value is, which is the virtual items inside the app. The app is no longer a shelf product in a store. It is a store. And it has this infinite variety of virtual items and coins and storage and gems. These are the value. Value is not necessarily monetary. It can save you time, it can save you money, it can provide you satisfaction. You have to accommodate all this when you start looking at and researching what value really means to people. And once you do that, we created a technology that allows you to market those in various ways. For example, you can distribute them as freebies and as bonuses for people who are considering to download the app. You can tell them, if you're in UK, claim 200 golds in my app. Once you download it, it's waiting for you inside. A different kind of user segment, say in a different country or a different demographic, they would get something else, and you would be able to adjust values to different people.
Yeah, and by the way, and then when we have this slick idea and this innovation technology, the reality when, as a startup, so we come to conferences with the big guys there, and we come with, and said, hey, we have a new technology, you should test this. We have an SDK, use it. And they said, we're not. And say, yeah, but it's really a lot of value. You can promote your game different, but you just need to plug the SDK. It's a 5-line of code, and they keep telling us, yeah, we're not. So we have to come back to our place and say how we can make that with no SDK or with no like a real impact on the advertiser side of you. So then we, again, is still like bring a solution that can do it on a server side, which is much more appealing to those big guys because they're doing a user acquisition in millions of dollars. They're definitely afraid of some client integration, and we need to work like, I think it was almost 1 year very intensively with all the leading measurement company, the tracking provider like Upsly and Tune and Coachella and Adjust, and build our solution using their technology and help coming back to the advertiser and tell them, okay, now we have the solutions that deliver value through your ads campaign, but we do it with no SDK. And this is when actually we start and bringing on board really big guys, and that was the beginning. And actually the beginning also was from China.
Yeah.
The first customers was Alex. It was one of the top 25 publishers in China. The CEO come to Israel, and we met him by accident, and it was on some of our big Iron Source meetup. And then we told him, listen, we create that, and he didn't understand completely what value-driven marketing is, but he said, okay, it's a coupons for games. I like it. I don't need my tech every time to integrate some stuff. I can do it one time, and then my marketing team can run coupons everywhere. So let's give it a test. And the test was, likely was very successful. And as a result, more big companies coming in. And our job was to educate the market what you can do with that piece of technology. It's not just running it through networks. You can use it, as Sagi said, on a different media types. Like you can broadcast your game on YouTube, and the influencer can give free bonuses every week to his influencer. You can exchange virtual items between games. That was another very innovative implementation. You can do a cross promotion. You can even on a conference put a QR code and say, hey, this is my new game. You can get 10,000 numbers out of it, and everybody will immediately see the value of this new game.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting. And one of the things that Sagi told me that we need to put more implementation, but we need to understand that the customers need that.
Yeah.
And that was also something great.
Yeah. So before we discussed a little bit about like some practical differences when you're the player of the game, maybe you can elaborate again a little bit on this, like the difference between when like your customer is offensive or defensive, or if someone is different ages, if he what he values more.
Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, knowing your users is marketing 101. You don't start marketing, and that's true not only for us but for everybody. You don't start marketing until you really figure out your users. And what we provide is what we did. We kind of added capabilities to marketing teams on how they can market value. Because once you start really researching value, you understand that some people value their time, for example, more than their money. So if I'm a father of 3, which I am, and I don't really have a lot of spare time, so for me, 30 minutes if something would save me 30 minutes, that would mean much more to me than just saving me 99 cents.
Yeah.
But if I'm like a teenager or a 20-year-old, a lot of time on my hands, and I'm broke, then maybe a monetary value would make much more sense to me. And by offering this kind of technology, these kinds of solutions, value-driven marketing, it means you can actually deliver different values to different people based on what you know or assume they would want.
Yeah.
If you would want to market a certain valuable bonus or virtual item to a father of 3, it might be a speed-up card if he's in the real-time strategy genre, because upgrading some building inside the game, I can give him a speed-up card to save him 30 minutes. But if he's like a 20-year-old playing the same game, I would give him like 200 coins because it would save him, say, $2 worth of purchases, and that is all about value-driven marketing.
I think, by the way, one of the things we're trying to add is a new layer to this very noisy space we're living in, which means the mobile ad tech industry in our case. There is many players, many thousands of media partners, lots of ad networks. Every 1 week you can have a new name in the list, no barriers to open the networks. And there is a lot of big advertisers who spend a lot of money. The user acquisition known last year was like $5 billion. They pay to acquire those users. And today it's all about like combination of volume and quality. I mean, if you want to make your app a successful business in terms like in real life, and you want to make it to be a positive ROI, you need to drive in as much users as you can, and you need to make them to be very quality in terms of loyal and come back and spend money. So to buy users today, it's kind of commodity. I mean, you can buy, everyone will happy to sell you users, and the price can be vary between 20 cents to $10, depends on a lot of stuff. But the quality is very challenging, and to do both, to scale your business on quality and quantity, this is something that I think everybody's struggling. And TROPHiT tried to help on the quality terms, like when you do the user acquisition funnel, how you can impact in that stage so the user will be much more quality. And to add all those new value can pretty much address that.
So, we've seen many times in the technological development that gamers are the earliest adopters from all the early adopters, especially also in technology, now with virtual reality coming up. So I just recently read an article about like virtual reality casino, where you basically have your goggles on and you kind of sit with your friends around the table. Obviously everything virtual, and then I mean, like, it's a question and matter of time till these will be filled also with ads. So how do you see the virtual reality world, especially also with a focus on ads?
All right, so I don't think it's a coincidence. It's just my opinion, but I don't think it's a coincidence that actually, Facebook, if we take them as an example, are really pushing VR technology while being the largest advertiser on earth. We can't also deny the fact that VR and gaming go hand in hand. So it kind of gives you a picture of probably what's going to happen in the next few years. We're going to see probably VR advertising becoming part of the user experience, because gaming are becoming part of starting to use VR. So, and that's always the case. You want to complete the user experience using your marketing channels. So I would say that VR ads will be part of game marketing in the next few years, and TROPHiT is going to be there, ready to deliver value to those users. Social casino and casino apps and gambling apps are, by the way, a good example. There is a lot of value that people are looking for in terms of chips and spins and cards and tournament tokens, and you can do a lot of bonuses and use TROPHiT really to its full potential in this kind of space. So it's going to be combined in the next few years for sure.
Okay, good. So thank you very much for taking the time to give us a little bit of insights into the ad tech space in Israel. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I would really appreciate some feedback. If you enjoyed that, let me know if you want to hear more. And I'm sure you can contact these guys if you need anything from them. And I'll see you soon.
Bye. Thank you very much.